Hey, what's up everyone? It's Mark with M2M Detail. In this video, guys, I'll be teaching you guys how to shrink a back window with window tint. We're going to be using Gard 8% Supreme. So 8% is dark, if you guys don't know. Pretty much going to walk you through it and then put you guys on a time lapse for the side videos. If you guys want to check out that at the end of the video, you can check out the side video install as well. As always, guys, please like and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And I really appreciate you guys watching. And let's get into the video. Alright guys, so we're going to start the back window. We already did the dryer shrink. If you guys don't know how to do that, check out our other videos. All you do is clean the window, wet the dryer sheet, and just scrub the window with it and then let it dry. So we have a light on that corner. We'll move it around as we position the tint. We want to make sure the tint outline is around the dot matrix or the edge of the the window, and then we'll be able to start shrinking. So let's get the tint on top of the car. There we go. Sometimes it's a little tricky to get the tint on the back window without creasing it, but this one's not too bad. We're able to reach over the small trunk. So we're going to pull that up like that. Be sure the line's all the way down. That's not too bad. Probably have to reposition it. But let's check this side out. So we gotta pull this side up. There we go. That looks good. All right. You have all your corners down with the dot matrix where it needs to be lined up. I'm gonna use a Mac tack. You can use a hard card. You're on the back side of the film, so you're on the protective liner. You're gonna go across, mount that down, mount down the H real quick. Separate these fingers. That will make it a little bit easier to shrink. See, we got a little bit up here. It's going to take a little bit of time. Nothing crazy. Window's pretty flat, guys. It's not too bad compared to some other cars. So go like that. Pull that. Do that. Separate our fingers a little bit. There we go. All right, I'm gonna grab the heat gun. We're gonna start shrinking. All right, guys. So if you guys don't have one of these for your heat gun, it's a lock cable. Changed my life. But all right, guys, let's get into it. So we're gonna let the heat gun warm up a little bit. We're gonna turn this light off. Okay, so I found the easiest way to shrink the film to shrink it all straight line, pretty much. Sometimes you gotta do quarters, but in this case, we'll be able to do all straight lines. So we're just gonna start hitting it. Keep the heat gun moving. We're just gonna go all the way through this side, just like that. Then we're going to work it a tiny bit more. Now we got the heat gun on high and we're pretty close, so you want to keep it moving pretty quick. So I got to come up a little bit over here and work my way back down. Alright, so now that we got a good little section down, we're just going to throw it down. Just like that. All right, guys, so now you see that we pretty much just worked a little area all the way across. So now we're gonna continue it. So let's go all the way back across. So when you're getting close to the rubber, I normally put the heat gun on low, just so we're not burning the rubber, guys. Just a little more detail down here, so we don't burn anything. All right, guys, so this side's all done. Now let's get this side knocked out. So your bottom half is done. Now we're gonna start working on the top half. This side's gonna take a little bit longer. You see that big old finger right here, guys? So just take your time when you're shrinking. So if you gotta take a break and hop back and forth, that's fine. I used a different dryer sheet this time and not a fan. So I normally use Balance for my dryer sheets. I got a bunch of Gain I bought one time a long time ago. So I was kind of trying to kill it, but probably should have just stuck to my Balance because I never have issues with that sticking. And you can see how it pulls up on the corners right now, so just fighting that a little bit. It's not really tacking down the tint. We want it to hold the tint down after we shrink it. Let's lift that up. So we lift it up because it's getting a little tight up there. We want to have the film have somewhere to go when it shrinks. So just shrink it very slowly. Alright guys, so pretty much done. You just fine tune these top edges real quick. We don't want no fingers when we install the tint. So make sure everything's laying down 100%. There we go. Now let's check our bottom. This to the side again. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. Alright guys, so now that we're done with the shrinking, I'm going to give it a quick spray, throw it back on the wall, and then we're going to go ahead and install it. Alright guys, so I'm going to do the reverse roll right now. You can be able to watch a little bit of it, and then we'll go ahead and install it. We already have the prep clean, ready to go. Alright guys, so pretty much almost done with the roll. Now, remember that third brake light's really close to the window. So when I reverse roll it, I'm probably going to have to lay it out and then slide it down. So that's pretty much how we're going to do it. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop in, check you out. Alright guys, so that was the reverse roll. You guys probably saw how I was trying to pull some of this air out like that. That's just going to make it easier to squeegee, so you're not going to have a chance of creasing the film on an air bubble or it getting like distortion or anything like that with the window tint. Alright guys, so everything looks pretty solid. I'm going to go ahead and go inside and start locking it down, so I'll put you guys out back. That was just after a squeegee, and you can see there is no bubbles or any fingers on that bottom edge, which is awesome. Everything looks real good. We got one little finger up. We just hit that out right now, and then there's like one over here too. Yep, a little fluid. So we got a little bit of fluid. Couple fingers. So let's get those out right now. We're just gonna heat it up from the inside real quick, and here we go. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for the video. Check out the time lapse for the side window tint we did on this vehicle as well. And hopefully this helps you guys understand how to tint a back window, how to shrink it, laying it down. I did get some debris on the side window, and you guys see that in the time lapse where I peeled up the tint, pulled out the piece of hair. So that's kind of a good thing to learn, because you don't want to leave debris in the tint after you squeegee it. You can't get it out. So make sure you do that as you're going, looking for debris, seeing what issues you have as you're laying a window. Catch it right in the beginning, not after you're done with the install. All right guys, so I appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe. And as always, Mark out. you.